All right, today's date is October 14. Let's talk about another portion in the Bible that I will always ask questions for clarity. Let's go to Samuel. I think 1 Samuel 25, if I'm not mistaken. But I will check that up. But basically, it's a popular place, so it's about our superhero King David and a very beautiful, smart, intelligent woman that the Bible has recorded called Abigail. You know, Bible has recorded Abigail to be a very, why is this thing? I don't like pausing my video and I don't like noise. Sorry guys, ambulance is passing. I don't know why I hate pausing my video. I just hate it. All right, let's continue. So this story in the Bible, as we were taught growing up. So Abigail now being the wife of a rich man. Who is this Abigail? That the Bible is even saying that Abigail is a very wise and very beautiful. The Bible even, I said go and research this thing and read Abigail, the story of Abigail in the Bible. Abigail now, why was Abigail so beautiful? And why is the Bible even saying that this woman was very, very pretty? Abigail married a very rich man. Abigail married a rich man that made Abigail to always look very, very beautiful. When a woman is beautiful, it's not just the physical that is beautiful. The physical is there. Abigail was even beautiful physical. But Abigail was both beautiful physical and beautiful in character. Because obviously, being the wife of a rich man, you don't lack anything. You are always generous. You give alms to people, you're always a hero. You are always a very good person. You understand? You control your husband's wealth. That was the position Abigail was. So Abigail was seen as a very wise woman and a very beautiful woman. Now, something happened that David traveled from where David was to a certain wilderness and in search of what I don't know, until David stumbled upon a certain city. I don't remember the name of the city, but if you read the Bible, the name of the city is there. But let's give the name of the city a certain name. So David now move and stumble upon, let's say, Akwa Ibom now, and meet a certain man in Akwa Ibom. And in that Akwa Ibom, where David is moving with his 600 soldiers, in that Akwa Ibom, there is one rich man there. The man is the richest man in Akwa Ibom. The man controls, the Bible has recorded, the Bible recorded it specifically that this man was very, very wealthy. He started listing his wealth. He said he has cattle, he had cows, he had animal farms, he was a farmer and all of that. And he was very okay. Every time the man will be doing celebration, because obviously the man is rich. So every time the man will be throwing party in his house, he doesn't have a problem. He takes care of all his people. He takes care of his wife. His wife was the one managing resources, because how do you know that his wife was the one managing his resources? Abigail wouldn't have had access to resources to take to David when there was a problem, but we are not getting there yet. So this rich man in Akwa Ibom is living his life. And as David was wondering, I don't know where, maybe David was looking for where to go and settle or something, I don't even know, or was just wandering with the 600 soldiers. He stumbled upon the farm of this rich man. And when he met this rich man, he now asks, these cattle, this farm, everything is so beautiful. Who has this thing? They said, there is one rich man. There's one rich man in Akwa Ibom. He has these things. He's the richest man in this country, and he has a very beautiful wife. They always use Abigail to add the glory to the man, and he has a very beautiful wife. King David said, man, I would want to see that beautiful wife. I can easily leave this Akwa Ibom and go my way and continue with my journey, but I would want to see the beautiful wife. I know what to do as a man. Send some boys. Okay, what we are going to do first, We are going to develop a strategy. This man is here peaceful because there is no problem here. And he's taking his workers are working in his farm and nothing is happening. Let's just go there and just stand by and do as if we are protecting them there. Even though they have been there thousands and thousands of months, days, years before us, before we even came to this state. But let's just go and protect his farm for him. In exchange, we will ask him to give us some of his food. David now employed himself as security. David employed himself in the man's farm as security. Now, after, as you know, you don't know this man. This man is rich, you don't know. So David now sent his soldiers, his men, servants, to go and meet this man and tell the man, guy, during the time that your workers were in the farm, I protected them. I sent my soldiers to protect them. Even though you didn't ask me to do it, but I did it regardless. I'm David. You know, even though I'm not a king yet, but I'm about to become a king. So I'm an apparent to the throne. I'm no longer under my servants. You know, I'm no longer under my servants. Power entered David. Power entered, power drowned David. David now said, send his men. So this man said, did I employ David's soldiers to take care of my cattle for me? They said no. Did David send me any letter to say, okay, please, can I take care of you? And then let me even say no face before you now. How can you just no, you have never met me before. I just know you, that you left your master Jesse. And now you are now telling me that you protected my farm, that I should give you my food. I'm generous, bro, but I'm not wasteful. If you want to do something, come out and do it well. If not, then out. David is just a boy. Because it was true, David was actually a boy that time. David was not yet a king. Tell David to fuck off. With his 600 men, what can he do? The man has already sent spy to go and check how many men is David going with. David is going with only 600 men. With 600 men, with my wealth and what I have, I can buy 10,000 men. If David wants to fight me, my soldiers, my security, my servants alone outnumbered that 600. That is not a problem to me. But the wife of this rich man, who was very, very generous. The problem of this rich man is that the rich man was a monogamous man who married only Abigail. And the Bible recorded that Abigail was the wife of this rich man. One and only wife. You see how dangerous it is for you as a man to marry to have one and only wife. You don't worry, listen to the story, you will understand. You will understand. Just follow me. Before you know, when the rich man now told David's servants, the insult safe to send servants, you couldn't even give me the glory as a man to come. You send your servants. David, you are a small, come and get out, you are a small boy. As a man, his own masculine instinct. Bible recorded that action, that the man was foolish. Now, David, getting this story, was now furious. Why would the man deny me? He hold me, King David. He hold me that God always stand by my side. Even if I want to take what doesn't belong to me, I can forcefully take it. God has given me authorization. I'm going to go there and take everything by force. Out of anger and his fear. Even though I'm going to lose a lot of soldiers, even though I don't know if I will win, but I'm going to go there. Out of this fear, the servant of Abigail, in conjunction with the servant of King David. Look at what happened there. Bible recorded that Abigail's servants now went to Abigail and tell Abigail, Mama, do you know that while we are here, your husband, your foolish husband is going to kill all of us? So I'm not even playing Abigail. Mama, your foolish husband is going to kill us. The question I'm asking you, go and read that place. Why will Abigail's servants call the husband a foolish man in front of? How can your servant call your king a servant, a foolish man, and you were not angry? That shows you that that servant was a gist partner with Abigail. So we will term that servant as Abigail G's partner. So Abigail G's partner now came and said, your foolish husband is going to kill all of us. So you better stand up and do something. Or me, I don't want to die. Or me, I will run. Oh. And as beautiful as you are, King David will kill your husband and even forcefully rape you and marry you as his wife. You better stand up and do something. Oh. Abigail now, boom, 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 boom. After all, I control money. I control this man's economy. I control his resources. He trusted me as one and only wife because I am very beautiful. And all this while that I have been faking that I am submissive, that it was all because I will always be controlling this man's wealth. What was, I need to go and check that man's name again, that rich man's name. That rich man was very, very indeed foolish. I support the Bible. The rich man was foolish, but he was being foolish innocently. I don't know who introduced monogamy to him. That was the angle. He was foolish, because if he was not foolish, don't worry, let's just summarize the story. To even summarize because of time, could you imagine that Abigail had the mind to sneak out of the house, took the man's wealth, to go and meet David. David was not yet a king. When he went there, he sent his servant face. Servant, go there and talk to and beg David. I don't know why I keep saying King David. He was not a king then. Go and beg David. Tell David, please, that I am going to come and see him. And when David said, okay, and they told David, you know, David have guy man now. Guy man, David will be like, yeah, David, Abigail, fine, no. David, if you see Nyash, Jesus. Abigail, she's fair, she's so beautiful. Abigail, David, I beg, you need to see this girl, fine. This man has used money to spoil this girl. This girl, fine. If you see this man's wife, this girl, fine. Don't worry, she's coming. And in David's head, David is thinking, okay, maybe she is coming because she is coming. You know, she knows that I'm the enemy of the husband already automatically. So she is coming maybe to say, okay, if food is what you are looking for, King David, or David, if food is what you are looking for, don't come and cause chaos in my community and kill my husband. Take food. I have brought you food. I control economy. I have given you food. Take your food and leave us alone. Go and do what you were doing. Go and pursue what you were doing. Leave us and my husband alone. That is a smart woman. That's supposed to be a wise woman. A wise woman will go there. What Abigail was supposed to do was to go there. David, take these things. I have brought, if this is what you want food, take it. I have given you. Leave us alone. And then walk out. You would think that was what Abigail did. Abigail went there. What did Abigail do, Ebreso? Abigail went there. Immediately Abigail saw David, whoom, a beautiful queen, fell down on King's feet and was kissing King's feet. King David. David was not a king. I don't know why I keep saying King David. And was kissing David's feet. And was the woman subjected herself to a servant. A beautiful woman, Abigail, subjected herself to a servant and was telling David, my lord, I subject myself to you as your servant. You can do anything you want to do with this body as your servant, but please don't kill us. Don't mind my foolish husband. That man look at his name. His name means foolishness. Don't mind that foolish idiot who wants to kill all of us because of ego and pride. Please, I have a lot of food. I brought a lot of food. I've given you food. Even though I have given you food, it is not enough. I will give you my body. I have been suffering too much in the hands of that man. How are you suffering and you are controlling wealth? No, we are not going to ask those questions. Abigail, how are you suffering? How is the man wicked and you were able to be beautiful? If the man was wicked, you would not be beautiful, Abigail. Abigail, I put it up to you that if the man was evil, You wouldn't be able to take out that portion of money and the man will not even spot it. Abigail did not just give David those resources, those food, that Abigail, and even go an extra mile by sleeping with David. The Bible did not record that. But obviously, the whole scenario has painted for you to see that if a woman has declared, a beautiful woman has declared herself as a servant to David. We all know who David is. David doesn't use his eye to see woman. Bible has recorded it already. David doesn't use his eye. Even if David is sick, immediately David see woman, David will be fine. That is who David. I shouldn't explain who David is. So Abigail now went and became a servant and was calling her husband foolish. And David now, after David, you need to see how David coached Abigail. After potting Abigail and said, "Omo, this woman, you are too fine. I'm not going to let you go. I beg, I will marry you." And Abigail said, "What? You marry me? Wow! The whole mighty King David, you're about to become king. So you will be queen. Ooh, you marry me. Okay, no problem. If you marry me, no problem. Everything is solved. I'll give you all my husband's inheritance. Take everything. Instead of killing us to take it by force, take it. Don't worry, I will take care of my husband for you. I'll take care of that foolish man for you." Do you know what Abigail did? Abigail went back. Abigail that sneaked out in the beginning. The Bible said he sneaked out. So he did not tell the husband. He sneaked out. He now went with all boldness, with all ego. Because he knows he has a soft landing. He has where to land. He has landing ground. He knows he will eventually become the queen to David, or a wife to David, part of David's wife. Now came back and said, man, the husband now called her, "Abigail, come here. I noticed that accountant just told me that they withdraw $50 million from the account. What happened? Let's put it in currency. Because what he took to David was massive. Something that will take care of 600 soldiers is massive. How come this money missed here?" And instead of Abigail to be accountable and say, "Okay, this is what happened," Abigail now said, "What are you going to do? You're always this. You're a foolish man. I came back and you were even drunk. A man that was always celebrating and you were always happy celebrating with him. Automatically, you came back that day and he was drunk, obviously. So you waited for him to wake up." And Abigail told this young rich man what happened between her and David. I took their money. If you want me to be accountable, fine, I'm going to be accountable. I took the money to David. I said, "What?" "Yes, I took the money to David. Read my lips. I took the money to David." Hold on. Why are you talking to me like that? Do you know that you are being aggressive? You don't talk to me like that because you're my wife. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm Abigail, the most pretty girl. What are you going to do? This rich man thought it was a joke. "Are you serious? You took my money. You took 50 million to David? How dare you? Let me even break the bubble. Let me even cripple you. Your ego cannot do me nothing. I did not just take the money to David. I took my beauty to David." The man said, "What did you say? Did David sleep with you?" "Of course, yes. And so does what? I needed to do what I needed to do to save your ass, to save all of us. If it means for me to David, for all of us to survive, it's fine. I'm a wise woman. You don't consider us. Your money has entered you were drunk. What if that time you were drunk, David came and killed all of us?" I had to do what I had to do to save us. So I had to fuck David. The Bible recorded 10 days after the man died. The Bible also recorded that immediately the man's heart became black. The greatest betrayal, the greatest heartbreak to a man in the history, to a man who has traveled in the archive of monogamy. You think that, you think that this life, you will be doing everything in life thinking that what you are doing is right. You don't know that other people are seeing what you are doing in a very, very different perspective. We operating on walls, and each of us, we are different walls. While you are thinking that Abigail was a wise woman who needed to sleep with David and became David's wife, all in the name of saving her husband, that they were living in abundance, that she had servants. The end of that chapter, if you read down, David married Abigail, and married other 2 wives, women there, I think so. So a wise woman now chose to even kill her husband by sleeping with another man. And God struck the rich man. God struck the rich man. And the rich man died. Obviously, the rich man is even trying to survive 10 days. Do you know what it means to survive what that rich man survived? To survive 10 days, the man tried, he would have died instantly. Or maybe after 2 days, he died. He stayed 10 days. He was a very strong rich man. I give it to him. If you're a man that you can survive what that man survived, damn it. A beautiful woman. Imagine a man, you marry a very beautiful woman, that you love this beautiful woman so much that you even open all your money, you give her to manage everything. You don't even pay attention to what is happening because she's always very loyal. You wouldn't even expect that, and she's so innocent, so pretty, so beautiful. You don't even understand how she's even seeing you, that she's seeing you as a very evil, wicked man. That you don't know. That I just needed to ask 1 or 2 questions, and let us see and start asking some kind questions. How can you explain that place that the Bible is recording that Abigail was a wise woman? Why shouldn't the Bible condemn that action that Abigail did? The Bible would have just show it. Had it been the story went that Abigail went there with the food, gave it to David, and said, David, take this food that you wanted to eat and leave us alone, it would have been better, and walk away, and went and to protect the man and protect. But the Bible condemned, just to paint the man that the man was a bad man. If the man was a foolish man, how was he able to make wealth? Foolish people cannot make wealth. Thank you very much, Abigail, for your revolutionary thinker. I will always step in to do the thinking for us.